Hi, my name is David Wherry. I am the owner and president here at Progressive Design Build in Bonita Springs, Florida. We are a professional design build company. We specialize in kitchens, baths, additions, whole home remodels. Um, we have a team of approximately 15 people, and we have a extended team of about 50 people that help us produce our design build projects. Design build for us is really a project delivery system that we use to create accuracy and qualified information. We developed a three-phase design build process. The first two steps are around our design approach. In those steps, in discovery phase, we actually create concepts and begin making selections in step two that help us take a range or a ballpark range on a project and help us create a single price for your project based on a scope of work and selections. In the construction phase, phase three, that's when we begin homeowner association approvals, permitting, any type of documentation that we will need to not only start your project, but finish it. We have been with NARI, National Association of the Remodeling Industry, for many years. I think it's over 20 years. And we have recently, and we are going to celebrate two winning projects in our Southeast region. And I'm going to bring on the designer of those two projects. Her name is Nikki, and she's going to help us walk through some of those projects and help us get some descriptions. NARI, I just mentioned, we're recipients of the Big 50 winners, which only happens once. We have many House recognized awards, and also we use a third-party company called Guild Quality, which allows our customers to review us anonymously. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Nikki. As you can see, she's here on the screen. And we are going to begin walking through our first project that was a master bath, NARI Southeast Regional winner in the $75,000 to $100,000 range. Nikki, welcome.
Hi, I'm really excited to talk about these projects. My first projects with Progressive Design Build and hopefully many more to come. This project started off with a client wanting to redo the master bath, a little bit of self-love, if you will, during the pandemic, kind of taking a break off and thinking about what they truly wanted within their own master bath. She came to me with a vision of a Japanese bathing house. And at first, normal designers or everybody else out there would have been like, what's that? It just so happened to be my thesis project for my senior year of design. So I already had, I should say, about 5 books, lots of documents, design ideas, all kinds of stuff ready to go. So it was meant to be from the get-go. So designing this for her and just working with this and bringing it to life was an absolute dream come true. But with that also comes all the pain and what it takes to get to this ultimate result. So let's kind of dive into that a little bit more. Client pain points. As you can see here, that big old tub kind of took up a lot of area in the corner. She called it the ultimate laundry basket because it wasn't really usable, didn't really fit their needs. Also the shower, it's a lot of glass that lets some light in, but it just didn't function. She wanted to try to make it feel a little bit more open and airy, going with the Japanese theme, kind of bringing the outdoors in, making it a lot more zen feeling than it was. So that just means, stripping out all of the colors, popping some life into there, making it a little bit brighter. Looking over at that third slide to the right, the vanity areas, all the ups and downs and all the different lines and the storage just wasn't fitting their needs. So what happens when you buy a house is you buy it for the bones and then you kind of just move into it. So the beauty of redoing a bath or any space in your house is getting to design it around your needs and your wants. So that's exactly what we accomplished here. Japanese bathing house. Let's just go back for a second because, like I said, not everybody's going to know what that means. So here's some simple, very, very simplified examples. So on the left hand, the Japanese bathe very, very different than us. It's an actual house, and everybody kind of goes in together, kind of like a giant spa, if you will. So it's it's a retreat. It's not even just washing yourself and going like Americans do. It's more of a ritual. It's a calming experience, and it's very well versed with getting back in touch with nature. So on the left hand side is probably what you'd see if you went to Japan, and on the right hand side is a little bit more modernized, like Americanized version of that, just to kind of put it into perspective what the goals were from the beginning. So before and after transformations, you can kind of see here we have the left. So the shower, again, was a big deal for them. They felt that not only were the colors too dark, but the soffit and the ceiling was a little bit low. Going back in with the Zen feeling, you just brighten it up, open it up. We have some tiles in the shower that look like waves, so it kind of gives that Zen calming feeling. We removed that soffit, really lifted up the ceilings, and actually their main shower head is located on the ceiling to kind of get more of a rainfall effect versus your typical shower. This is not your typical bathroom, so we wanted to try to incorporate her theme as much as we could.
Yeah, I remember, Nikki, when we were meeting with the client and they mentioned that the shower was a cave feeling to them, even though, it had glass, but with the soffit being dropped down, they had really good ceiling height, but we were able to open up the entire shower and also make that shower handicap accessible for future ADA compliance, which they really liked.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me. That first, the beginning of the shower, you would step down into it, which isn't a big deal. But again, just having it being more open and not having that extra transition just kind of really helped the bathroom flow a little bit more. These pictures actually speak more to the vanity side of the bathroom. So again, you can see with the picture on the left, it's not nearly as bright. You've got all of those like Hollywood style lights at the top. She said it made her face look a little green, which is bad. Nobody wants to put makeup on and then have your colors look different because your lighting is off. So just looking at the transformation in this picture is incredible. We literally did everything from top to bottom in this bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, by taking out the tub deck in this photo, that was hiding all the plumbing, we were able to, use the back wall and bump it out for the ledge. As you can see that it wraps around the new soaking tub. But it really kind of opened up the space between the shower, which is on your left, and the tub, which kind of made the bathroom feel much more open. As Nikki talked about the cabinets, the client loved the floating vanity look, and then we added the tower for additional storage. Inside there, we were able to add electrical components for toothbrushes, shavers, all kinds of things in there.
Yeah, but the best thing is that it's all hidden. So you can have your day-to-day devices close by, but when it's all said and done, they walk away with like a clean bathroom. And that was one of their Zen feelings of walking away. They didn't ever want it to look cluttered or chaotic. So having that extra tower on there was a big plus for them. But let's talk a little bit more about that bathtub because it was not easy. So I feel like every time you watch HGTV, they skip over all the bad parts and they don't really accentuate the stuff that, you hire a designer and a good contracting team to do for you. It's to deal with all of the things that go on behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, fitting that tub and retrofitting all of the cabinetry around that tub was a lot more difficult than it looks beautiful. And that's always what our goal is. But let me tell you, that took Tetris to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I thought that our project management team was going to fire you, but we were able to work through it. It started with a great design and layout, and our production team really came through. The challenge is to fit that shape of tub and a countertop that wraps that tub The challenges were many, and they definitely delivered.
Yeah, template and retemplate was definitely used a lot in that design. For this client, we actually also did the hall bath, so let's not exclude that. I don't think that was part of the award, but still very much a good feature to discuss while we're here. So on the left-hand side, you have the beginning or the before picture of the hall bath. So you have the banjo style countertop, and it kind of looks like that cabinet's floating. It's just got a really, really big toe kick, and it's really recessed back. Again, the lighting in this room wasn't the greatest. So you look at the middle picture and you see the transformation. It's a little bit different angle, yes, but the lighting and everything just revamps. In this space, she was kind of going for like a Havana feel. So she kind of wanted it to feel a little bit more relaxed, outdoorsy. So you've got the leaves on the wall and the decorative features and stuff like that. Definitely wanted to go more with the deeper woods with the accent and the gold. So
Yeah. I think the
yeah.
takeaway here in this slide definitely is you don't have to go through a complete master bath overhaul. You can see a great transformation and impact just by, we didn't change really the space in any way. We just updated the finish, changed out the cabinetry, updated lighting, and look at the difference on the left and the middle picture. I mean, it's quite a simple but impactful transformation.
Exactly, and that's what we call a pull and replace. But you can see a pull and replace can sound simple, but still look just as beautiful as an overhaul could. It just depends on your budget and time frames at that point.
Agreed. So we're going to talk a little bit about our second regional winner in our residential landscape and outdoor living under 100K. This project turned out amazing. I mean, these photos, as you get into the evening hours and the lighting, just really make the area pop. But I'm going to let Nikki kind of explain a little bit about where we started and how we got to this point that you see here.
Beautiful picture. Like he said, the landscape and the lighting in that backyard is just amazing. Who wouldn't want to live in there? But again, every project has its beginning point. So let's talk about that. So as you can see here, let's start with the photo on the left is trying to give you like that same snapshot angle as you saw in the last photo, just to kind of give you a little overview of what that all looks like. Okay, so the photo on the right is really like the true before close-up of the grill area. So the grill is kind of stuck in like this lower hole, and these clients are taller. So bending over to try to grill was just one of their major pain states. And also just making that patio up there a little bit more usable. You could see from the after photo, we'll get back to that again, that we moved the grill location and added some extra cabinets, dressed it up with a pergola, and just really made that area shine. Again, being taller and having your grill a little bit lower, and then just evening up all of that after a cocktail. That was a nightmare to walk around, is what she said. So
Yeah, that grill being on that lower level is really awkward. I know that it wasn't functional for them, and I think that was one of the main points. Is they really wanted a outdoor entertaining area, and because the decking that you see where the grill and meets the, I'll call it raised deck, it kind of made that upper deck too small. So we were able to take that deck and extend it over all the way, and then, like Nikki mentioned, move the grilling area over against the back privacy wall, which really created a much more open sitting area and also outdoor grilling, which you'll see in our next slides. Here's a great view of the issue at hand. I mean, I think that it would take a very small child to grill on this grill area. So, with that said, to my point, with the deck being extended now over to that small privacy wall that you can see on right behind the grill, much more seating space. We also pulled the steps that you see on the right, we pulled them forward closer to the door, which gave it more deck space up there.
Here's some progress pictures. We also, on this project, it was about the whole backyard oasis, and the grill was the main point. But then, of course, while we're there, hey, why not, update some water line tiles and stuff. So, of course, we refurbished the pool, and she had her landscaper come in and do all kinds of work too. So, there was actually, this project turned into very beautiful by the time we were done. But you can kind of see the grill being installed, or the cabinets being installed in the background. The pergola is up at this point. So we're starting to install after doing some deck work while we're working on the pool, so that we're not just doing one area at a time. We're trying to, streamline the production process so that you get that beautiful result a little bit sooner.
Yeah, this is a great photo. On the left, you can see where we moved the decking forward towards that door in the background, so we gained some space that way. And then also, you can see the pool needed some real rehabilitation. We actually found out that the existing pool finish was delaminating from the pool shell, which meant we couldn't leave it, so we had to really go in and get evasive in the demolition. But as Nikki mentioned, they picked out some beautiful waterline tile, tied it into the backsplash at the outdoor kitchen, which you can see kind of in the background. And then in the end, it was quite a transformation, as you can see. This is a great
So look
view.
at that before. Yeah, look at those before and afters. It is a little bit unfair because the before picture was taken during the day, and I feel like the landscaping and the lighting really does it well. But just knowing how happy this family is using that backyard space, it's like, the beach is right there, but they'd rather stay at home. So they're definitely getting every single ounce of fulfillment out of this project.
Yeah, as Nikki mentioned earlier, they already have a great space, but look at the enhancement of that area and how they're going to use it moving forward, just by going through and using a vetted design process and a quality builder to give them what the design produces. Again, it was a regional winner for a reason, and it really looks great.
Oh, good.
Yeah, go ahead, Nikki. Yeah, this is a little close-up of the outdoor kitchen in its finished state. We did put in a cypress stain pergola to give it kind of some dimension in that area, so it just didn't look completely open. As you can see, the seating area, there's a lot more room to maneuver. And then also we took out that huge palm tree, which you can see on the left right in front of the area. Just give it more deck space for them to more functionality.
Right. So we did move around some landscaping, but it by no means looked like the landscaping at the end was skimped or anything like that. Like, we really just maximized the space here.
And those two projects, as I mentioned, were both Regional Contractor of the Year winners. We are a professional design build. We don't only do outdoor, but we also do kitchens, baths, whole house additions. You name it, we basically can design and build it. So thank you for your time today and helping us review these two projects.
Yeah, thank you. Perhaps yours is next.